You know, I used to, when I was training agents years ago, I used to, you know, we have a closed office door, and I used to say to them, you know, Don, go over there and close that door. And Don would look at me like, you an idiot? You're in management, it's possible. But what's with the doors? He would say, Jim, the door is closed. I said, I see. And you know what? That's a real good lesson. Because here's the thing. I think a lot of times we try to close deals that aren't open. And unless you open it properly, there is no chance of closing it. And that maybe sounds a tad trite, but I'm telling you something. This is vitally important. Because when I work with top of the table producers, guys that are making $6, $7, $10 million a year, what I know is, man, that case is so open, it's so ripe, it wants to close itself. So you have to open that deal properly. I like to think that, in fact, what you need to do at first, and I think all the great advisors do this, they inspire people to want to hear the rest of the story. So you get started with an inspirational way to get people to listen to you. That's the big deal. You have to get them to listen. And then we've talked before about stories and the value of stories. All this way through, all of those things are what cultivates a potential sale. So that when you're ready at some point, bam, the door is like wide open and it's on a speed hinge, and they can just, a little tap, she's done. You know, no work involved. And I think that's a real part of that. So unless you open a great case, unless you work at it, and by the way, Frank Crean told me yesterday, one of his biggest cases took him 50 calls just to get the guy to sit down. 50 calls just to get a guy to sit down with him. But finally, when he did, man, that case was open. And you don't think 50 calls opens a case for you? You don't think that kind of persistence makes a difference? You don't think great prospects recognize that there must be something to this because the guy has been here forever? Yes, it does. So you want to be successful closing? Make sure you open the case real well. Make it real open because it wants to close itself.